The year 1911 is an unforgettable part of Indian history for two reasons. The Congress was not only opposing the Bengal partition in its sessions but had also taken to the streets in protest. Eventually, the colonial powers had to bend and the Bengal partition was repealed in 1911. The battle for Bengal's unity was won. The British policy of divide and rule was defeated by the country and the Congress. A strong message reverberated through the nation. Our strength lies in our unity, and united we can defeat all anti-India forces. It was in 1911 itself that Congress's Calcutta session was held under the leadership of Bishan Narayan Dhar, and it was in this session that Jana Gan Man, written by the son of Bengal, the great poet Rabindranath Tagore, was sung for the very first time. And since that very first recital, Jana Gan Man has become a symbol for patriotism for Indians, and for this reason, it was selected to be the national anthem of India in 1950. Jana Gan Man infused the spirit of patriotism in the struggle for freedom. After Vande Mataram, it was this poem that filled the hearts of all of those fighting for sovereignty. Jana Gan Man had taken over people's minds and thoughts. And it was for this reason that for Mahatma Gandhi, Jana Gan Man had cemented its place in our nation's life. While as per Nehruji, the first PM of independent India, it was a great national anthem. Hence 1911 gave two major messages. First, once united, India can defeat any oppressive power, and that Indians had stood with the Congress to courageously fight the forces standing against our country. Second, with Jana Gan Man, patriotism and nationalism reached new heights across India. Today, India has been independent for several decades, and we must understand that our ancestors struggled hard and made great sacrifices to keep our country united. We must not let their sacrifices go in vain. We must stand united and defeat all enemies, within and outside India, who seek to undermine our hard-earned freedom. Jai Hind.